Hello everyone and happy Friday. My name is Adam Rice and you're watching Life Outbound. For the last 2 to 3 years I've been studying how and what it means to live a fulfilling life full of travel and adventure, and also how to balance that out with the need to work and really give back to society in that way. In the last episode we took you out to South Haven, Michigan, where I'm currently preparing my 27-foot sailboat, Moon Dancer, to go in the water this spring. And then also showed you guys a way of which we're trying to bring together a team, a crew, to actually take that 27-foot sailboat up from where it is currently in South Haven, Michigan, through the Great Lakes and all the way down to the Mississippi River to the Gulf of Mexico. Without further ado, here's what you have coming up in this episode. And this is the thing that took me a while to learn, is that you kind of gotta say yes to things.
That's amazing. You can't even see over it.
No.
It just looks like I'm looking at mountains through this too.
Well, it's nice if you keep seeing it.
We are finally done. It's Saturday morning and it's time to go out to the boat. Today, I'm going out to South Haven to sand the boat. When you go out to South Haven from Kalamazoo, there's one road pretty much which you take. Unless you want to take back roads the whole way, you're taking M43. The amazing thing about going out to South Haven to work on this boat is that, I'm going out there to do work, and it's 36 degrees, which is warmer than it was last time. But I get the same excitement, the same, feeling of heading out on M43 to South Haven that I would if we were going to be sailing across Lake Michigan, or if it was 80 degrees and we were taking out Moon Dancer for the day with a bunch of friends, And I'm just going to sand the bottom of a boat, but it feels like I'm doing the right thing. I don't know what it is. It's just whenever I'm heading west on M43, I know something special is going to happen. And that's one of the coolest feelings in the world. While I was out at the boatyard, ran into one of the crew I race with. John, who's the guy I race with, he does the main sheet, and handles all the mainsail on the racing boat. And he was like, "Hey, I'm out at South Haven. You doing anything for dinner?" And I was like, "No." So he's like, "Why don't you come over? I'll have pizza." And I'm like, and at first I was like, I really want to stay a couple extra hours out here and just get this done. And this is the thing that took me a while to learn, is that you kind of gotta say yes to things. And then you put yourself in those situations where you no longer have expectations. And that's where all the good stuff happens. And that's what real travel and adventure is all about. And owning a sailboat is very much an adventure. You get introduced to a whole new community of people, you learn a bunch of new skills, you travel. there's so much that goes into it. And when someone's like, hey, you want to come do this, like, you kind of just gotta start, you gotta say yes and leave your expectations at the door. So I'm headed back to Kalamazoo. I'm gonna take a shower and get cleaned up a little bit, and then headed back out to South Haven.
Need is when we get up a little further,
Yeah.
we'll build a deck right out over it. So our private beach goes from the other side of that pine tree that's sticking up. There's a snow fence over there. It goes from there to past the yellow house, yellow guy. This is all the subdivision.
That's amazing. You can't even see over these.
No.
It just looks like I'm looking at mountains through this camera.
Well, it's nice because it keeps the sand here.
Oh yeah. He loves it.
Well, it looks like after 6-7 weeks of sanding now, we are finally done. I learned a lot from the very beginning when we started till now. You can actually see on the starboard side, it's not quite as clean as the port side, and that's because the starboard side's where we started and the port side is where I finished. And I learned so much in between starting on the starboard side till aft till finishing on the port side aft, and it's just amazing how much in these last 6 weeks I've learned about sanding in different angles to hit it out, how to use the orbital sander better. I really figured out which orbital sander is best. I have a DeWalt, and then I bought another one, and the DeWalt is just really great. And so I mean, it's been a real, I've learned a lot. I learned a lot through this process, and there's a couple things I'd probably do differently next time, but that's what you learn. I mean, what a beautiful day. Couldn't have picked a better day to end this job. I mean, it is absolutely just gorgeous out. There's not a cloud in the sky. It's got to be like 50 degrees, which is like perfect. It's not too hot, it's not too cold. And I mean, it's just, you couldn't have asked for a better day. Just absolutely beautiful.